Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rossoneri TV. It is Adamo here for another Transfer Daily Report where I'll be giving you updates on the latest news and transfer rumors surrounding AC Milan. Now, let's start off with some reports and updates on Alessio Romagnoli. Yes, the saga continues. I know it is killing us all deep down inside. Now, Galliani has stated that Milan's final offer for the player will be 25 million euros. And if Roma don't accept it, they will look elsewhere. Pretty ballsy move by Galliani. Could be a scare tactic, trying to tell Roma that, okay, listen, this is all I'm going to be paying, and if you don't accept the offer, I'm going to look elsewhere, as he said in the quote. Definitely could be useful move by Galliani. As I said, a way to scare them into accepting the 25 million euro offer and not making Milan go all the way up to 30 million, which, although it's only 5 million, 5 million is a lot of money if you think about it. But yeah, hopefully Galliani can somewhat close the deal. But he could be just telling the truth and saying that he doesn't want to pay more than this, and he's just going to go look at other defenders. And on the topic of other defenders, Milan have been linked with the likes of Savic of Fiorentina, Maksimovic of Torino. But the kind of roadblock with Savic is that he is now in talks with Zenit St. Petersburg, the same club that Vito plays for. So if he does go there, good on Savic. He's a great player. But I hope that if Milan don't get Romagnoli, which I hope they do, by the way, that we go for Savic or Maksimovic. But on the topic of Savic, it will be more difficult to sign the player, considering he will be in talks with other clubs. Now, obviously, Umberto Gandini has been tweeting a ton of people because obviously people were flooding him with questions about the transfers going on. And he's been saying that Milan filled all their non-European slots, so it's not possible to sign any players like Adamo, for example, because he is not European, obviously. So Milan won't be able to sign him as a center back. Although Tutto Mercato Web has been saying that Milan will sign him, send him back on loan to Monaco, and take him back the next season, trying to go around the rules. But I think that's a bit too fabricated because I'm pretty sure you can't even do that. I don't think you can sign them player regardless. You can't, even if you want to loan them out, even if they're not playing for you. I don't think you can own that. I don't know, something around those. I don't know the exact rules, but I know it's something along the lines that that's not even that really possible. So it's a bit too fabricated for me to believe that Milan will be signing Adamo and then loaning him out. Because even if that was the case, even if it was possible, Milan still need a center back for next season. So I don't really believe that too much, but take it as you will. Could be real, could be fake. I guess we got to just wait and see what happens. Now, on the topic of new defenders, as I said, Galliani was recently asked about where or his feelings on Savic and what he thinks about the transfer and if it will go through. But he did say that Milan already have 5 central defenders, not including Zaccardo. I don't know why he didn't list him in the list, but he said that Milan do have 5 central defenders, which is the ideal amount, which is kind of ironic because we're going after Romagnoli, a central defender, which would lead us to go to 6 over the ideal amount. But maybe he's just trying to kind of dodge a bullet there. I don't really know. But as I mentioned, Tutto Mercato Web saying all that stuff about Adamo might be a bit too fabricated for me. But again, take it as you will. It could be anything going down. Could be the truth. It could be completely wrong. The rules could state that Milan could do that, and we could bring him in, and something like that could happen along those lines. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Now, next up, the big news of the day, Mediaset are reporting that Jeremy Menez has been offered 15 million from Liverpool, or rather Milan have been offered 15 million from Liverpool to join them, of course. If you're asking me, take that money and run. Jeremy Menez, briefly on Jeremy Menez, is a player that, he was great for us last season. I don't think he would keep that form, but he still would score around 5 to 9 goals. But he's just not that player that you really want on your team. He kind of thinks more for himself, a bit too selfish. You could say that Mihailovic could squeeze that selfishness out of him, but still he's always going to have that desire to kind of go for goal, which isn't bad, but most of the time he ended up running into the wall. He could have had 20-plus goals last season, or more assists at the very least if he just passed the ball. But he could do well on a 4-3-1-2, I guess, as a center forward in a free roaming role that I kind of wanted El Shaarawy to play in as. But if you ask me, 50 million for Menez, he's not going to get a better value than that. So I would just sell him. Although if he does stay, I wouldn't really be too upset. Now, that has been all for today's episode of the Transfer Daily. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if so, leave a like and be sure to subscribe to Rossoneri TV, as we'll be keeping up the consistency with the Transfer Dailies and adding in new videos here and there. So I hope you guys like it, and stay tuned. As I said, like the video. Leave your comments down below. Would you sell Jeremy Menez to Liverpool for 15 million? I would. As I said, don't think his value is going to be any higher than that. So if you ask me, 50 million for Jeremy Menez isn't a bad deal. So leave it down below what you think of that. It has been Adamo from Rossoneri TV, and as usual, Forza Milan.